The Owen James Report is brought to you by
This program is brought to you by the Grace Kennedy Group. We choose to care. Grace Kennedy Money Services has been here for you and your family, here and abroad, because we understand that you're receiving more than money. You're receiving their love. Grace Kennedy Financial Group has been here for you because we know it's more than just investments, insurance, or banking. It's about security and creating a path to realizing your dreams. For 90 years, honesty, integrity, and trust. The Grace Kennedy Group, we choose to care.
Good evening, this is the Owen James Report, and we begin with news on the international market and a development which could have major implications for Jamaican food prices. Corn prices surged to a record $8.17 a bushel today as America's worst drought in over 50 years continued to plague over 50% of the United States. Corn is not the only staple to be hit by the drought. Soybean prices, which are up more than 20% in recent weeks, advanced by 1% on the New York Mercantile Exchange to $16.17 a bushel. Now, the record prices of corn and soybeans, coupled with a drought in Jamaica's food basket areas, could have a negative impact on Jamaican food prices in coming weeks. At least one major player in the poultry business has already warned of impending price hikes. The resurgent telecoms Lime, which is banking on broadband as one of its pillars for growth, views Flow as its main competitor in that arena. Gary Sinclair, Lime's managing director, believes so. He was addressing shareholders at the company's recent annual general meeting in Kingston.
Flow has emerged as a formidable competitor, particularly in our broadband space, less so in the fixed line business, but particularly so in the broadband space. And we just raised a bunch of money on the bond markets to compete even more fiercely. So that's a competitor we have to keep our eye on because they are good at what they do. They have a robust television product that is the sharp end of the spear that they're using to penetrate our market. So that's a competitor we have to watch very closely.
Sinclair assured shareholders that tough decisions and risks taken are beginning to show results, and Lime was now in a position to turn around its earnings and compete on even ground. Of course, one of the main tough decisions alluded to was the impairment of $16 billion, a decision which is being discussed with the Jamaica Stock Exchange. News on the market now, and share prices fell like 9 pence today, shaving nearly 1,141 points or 1.3% off the main JC index. 26 stocks traded with 8 advancing, 12 declining and 6 holding firm. Winners included Blue Power, Cable and Wireless, Grace Kennedy, Lasco Distributors, Lasco Manufacturing and Scotia Investments. The losers included Carreras, Dolphin Cove, JMMB down 13%, Lascelles de Mercado, Mayberry, NCB, Pan Caribbean and Scotia Group. On the foreign exchange market, the Jamaican dollar suffered mixed fortunes today. It held firm against the benchmark American dollar, weakened against the Canadian dollar, and strengthened against the British pound. In other words, the American dollar held firm at $89.69 Jamaican. However, the Canadian dollar strengthened by 19 Jamaican cents to close at an average selling rate of $89.55. Sterling closed 50 Jamaican cents lower to $140.32. That's the Owen James Report. Good evening.
The Owen James Report was brought to you by
This program was brought to you by the Grace Kennedy Group. We choose to care.